Hello crafty friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm Adrienne Bozzi of Alice Scraps Wonderland. This video is a little bit of a different one. I recently created a mixed media background that I wasn't too happy with, and I want to show my process of how it got to the point that I wasn't pleased with it, and how I got it back to a point that I was a bit more happy with how it looked. If you want to see the process of how I ended up embellishing this canvas as a guest design for Renee Bouquet, I'll leave a link in the upper right corner and in the description box below. It ends up being a really beautiful project, and I think you'll like that process video as well. I'll also have a link to most of the supplies I used in this video in the description box. As you can see, I started out by putting a textured modeling paste through a stencil. This particular stencil wasn't long enough to go end to end on this 4x12 inch canvas, so I added a little to the top and bottom. I was good with how the stenciling turned out. Where this background went awry was with adding color. I started by spraying down my canvas with water and then adding some Distress Sprays stain in Victorian Velvet. I moved the color around with more water and a wet paintbrush, then dried it. If you are new to the world of distress, you'll want to know that these inks and sprays are water reactive. You can create amazing layers by adding color, drying, and lifting color with more water. It's at this point I feel I should have stopped. It was a nice watercolor looking background here, and I knew the embellishments would make this canvas busy, and when it comes to the background, sometimes less is more. But I just kept adding layers of color, and the more I added, the more unhappy I became with it. It got way too saturated and dark for the light and airy look I was wanting to achieve. I knew I would be able to remove quite a bit of the color that I added when it came to the Distress ink, but I think the product I was most unhappy with was the Cosmic Shimmer Pixie powder that I added. Don't get me wrong, the color is nice, but it was way too bright in comparison to the Distress Sprays I added, and I think it's because I added too much of the powder. Unfortunately, this was the color that was difficult to remove. To remove most of the color I put on, I used a baby wipe and rubbed much of the color off. I also wet the canvas with water and blotted it with a soft cloth and a paper towel. But no matter how much water I used, it still wasn't as muted as I wanted it to be, so I brought out my white gesso. Now, since distress products are water reactive, you don't want to just dip your brush into your pot of gesso, as it will transfer any of the distress products onto your brush and then into your pot of gesso. So if you ever have to do this little trick, make sure to spoon some of the gesso out onto your work surface with a palette knife. This is what you'll dip your brush into. I painted over the entire canvas with the white gesso. This really helps smooth the colors back down to that pastel look I was originally wanting. You'll see that the distress does seep through the gesso, so in the end the entire canvas was a very light pink. It's not perfect, but it is definitely better than the very dark background I built up to. I have two key takeaways from this. First is that it is easier to add than it is to take away when it comes to coloring your backgrounds. The second is that it's okay to make so-called mistakes. I'm on two design teams, Prima Marketing and Sizzix, as well as a guest designer for Renee Bouquet, and even pros like myself occasionally make something we are unhappy with. I know it can be intimidating to see the perfectly styled and edited photo of finished projects from people on design teams. But just remember that those photos are highly controlled little environments of only the best finished projects. Even I have some projects that have never seen the light of day on my Instagram account. And those are my thoughts on this background and creating something that isn't so perfect. Don't forget that if you haven't seen the process video for embellishing this mixed media canvas, to head over to that video and watch it now. Here's a little teaser of that video with the finished project. And don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Until next time, happy crafting!